unique rocket engine the size of a fingernail that runs on water. iPhone 15, which turned out to be vulnerable to low-quality charging with USB-C. A new robot dog that runs without using engines. Edgeility Robotics opened a factory for the production of humanoid robots, surpassing Tesla. A unicycle for extreme trips at speeds up to 68 miles per hour. Rocket Lab rocket crashed during satellite delivery to orbit. All this and much more is happening right now. The owner of an American service center, Miss Jones, has warned about one crucial detail regarding the requirements of the iPhone 15. It turns out that the new models are vulnerable to substandard or counterfeit chargers and USB-C cables. Jones explained that such chargers lack the certified Apple technologies to protect the iPhone from voltage spikes. According to her, the official Apple Lightning cable is equipped with 2 chips. One is necessary to confirm the authenticity of the accessory, and the other serves as a safeguard. In the event of a voltage surge, only the charger will break, leaving the phone intact. Jones also advised users of non-genuine USB-C chargers for the iPhone not to connect them to sockets in hotels, seat sockets on planes, car consoles, and so on. If a voltage fluctuation occurs, it will no longer be possible to restore a damaged iPhone 15. From Edgeility Robotics comes a new venture, where a line of humanoid robots named Digit will be mass-produced. The new factory, dubbed RoboFab, will assemble up to 10,000 units annually and will employ 500 individuals. Edgeility Robotics, funded by DCVC and Playground Global, has outpaced potential competitors, including Tesla with their Optimus initiative. Having completed the development of serial prototypes of human-like robots, they have inaugurated a factory for their large-scale production. Digit's humanoid design enables them to lift, move, and sort loads, maneuver while maintaining balance, and work in environments where stairs or other structures might limit the use of alternative robotics. These robots are powered by rechargeable lithium-ion batteries. The only thing Digit lacks is 5-fingered hands. Instead, the robot's hands resemble mittens or a human-like hand. This complex manipulator may potentially be developed later, say the developers. The company plans to employ these robots for transporting materials and components within their own facility. Privileged Edgeility will be the first to receive robots next year. In the near future, the company will sell the robots rather than leasing them out. In the world of electric vehicles, a significant event has taken place. The company in motion has unveiled its new electric unicycle named Adventure. At its core lies an electric motor with a nominal power of 4 kilowatts and a peak power of up to 9 kilowatts. These specifications allow the unicycle to accelerate to an astonishing 68 miles per hour. But that's not all. The innovation can climb inclined surfaces at an angle of up to 50 degrees, making it perfect for mountainous excursions. Furthermore, the unicycle is equipped with an innovative suspension system with variable stiffness, ensuring comfort and safety during jumps and other extreme maneuvers. The suspension system adapts to each rider. Additionally, the quick-release battery can be replaced in just a few minutes. It also supports fast charging, replenishing 80% charge in just 1 hour. Therefore, InMotion's new electric unicycle is not just a mode of transportation. It represents a true breakthrough in the world of electromobility. It offers not only high speed and maneuverability, but also safety, thanks to meticulously designed technological solutions. In the first days of accepting orders for the latest generation of Apple smartphones, it became evident that the waiting times for the flagship model, the iPhone 15 Pro Max, would extend until mid-November. However, experts clarify that this is the result not only of high demand, but also of technological complexities in producing the periscope-type camera module, which debuted in this generation of devices. Renowned analyst Min Chi stated in his blog that the compact camera module with 4 prisms exclusively supplied by LG was the cause of the shortage of the iPhone 15 Pro Max. In order to ensure a sufficient level of viable product output in this direction, Apple urgently raised the requirements for the technical specifications of the lens system supplied by the Largan company. These changes were intended to reduce the level of defects in the assembly of camera modules. The delivery wait times for the iPhone 15 Pro Max to customers average between 5 to 6 weeks. This is the longest waiting period among all iPhone models released in the last 7 years. Did you know that in the early stages of Tesla's business, the Japanese corporation Toyota was a shareholder in the company and assisted in designing the powertrain for electric vehicles? Now the tables have turned, with the largest automaker looking to learn from Elon Musk's company in advanced technologies for producing body parts. Recently, Toyota also announced plans to adopt the pressure casting method, similar to Tesla. In the traditional approach, large assembly units in the car body structure are made from stamped fragments, which are then welded or glued together, along with fastening using threaded connections. This creates a monolithic fragment of the body base in a single pass. The process of manufacturing a vehicle's body is significantly sped up, and the precision of the geometric parameters of monolithic parts is increased, reducing the risk of defects during production. Toyota's prototype of the casting equipment, utilizing a powerful press, managed to produce the rear base of the body in just 3 minutes, compared to several hours using conventional methods. Judging by the enthusiasm with which both Tesla and Toyota are moving towards implementing such technologies, the question of their application is no longer up for discussion. While Elon Musk's company might have a limited range of models that are rarely updated and are produced in large quantities, Toyota, being the largest automaker in the world, has a much broader range of models. However, the preparation of casting equipment for each model proves to be a costly endeavor. The aerospace company Rocket Lab conducted the launch of the Electron carrier rocket with the radar satellite Acadia from Capella Space. However, a few minutes after liftoff, the flight of the carrier was terminated due to an anomaly in the second stage engine. The satellite was lost. Telemetry data transmitted by the company during the live broadcast indicated that the velocity of the second stage of the Electron rocket began to decrease shortly after its single engine. The Rutherford was supposed to start working. This suggests that the flight may have been terminated due to an anomaly in the engine of the second stage, such as ignition failure or premature shutdown. Rocket Lab did not specify the exact cause of the failure, promising to provide additional information as it becomes available. The current mission of Rocket Lab was named, and it aimed to place the Earth observation satellite Acadia into orbit. It was equipped with the necessary hardware to capture high-quality images of the Earth's surface. It was supposed to reach its calculated orbit approximately an hour after launch, but due to the engine failure of the rocket, the spacecraft was lost. For Rocket Lab, this launch was the 9th of the year and the 41st in its history. This unsuccessful launch interrupted a streak of 19 successful launches in a row. The last time the company's carrier rocket experienced a crash was in May 2021. Scientists from Imperial College London have developed incredibly tiny ice cube Fraster rocket engines catalyzed by iridium electrolysis. It is so small that its manufacturing involves a method used in the production of semiconductor chips. The engine is designed for compact satellites, known as CubeSats, as up to 90% of space satellites are destined for near-Earth orbit. CubeSats weigh up to 10 kilograms, many of them no larger than a regular smartphone. For such spacecraft, creating components of the required size is highly challenging, one of which is the production of rocket engines, considering the physical constraints of these satellites. In this case, engines must not only be small, but also maximally simple, non-vacuum sealed, and should not employ toxic materials. The entire length of the ice thruster engine, the development of which was financially supported by the European Space Agency, is approximately 2 centimeters. The length of its combustion chamber and nozzle is a mere 1 mm. It requires only 20 watts of electrical current to operate. During tests, the engine generated a thrust of 1.25 millinewtons with a specific impulse of 185 seconds on a constant basis. For comparison, this is 500 million times less thrust than the engines used in the space shuttles. However, the uniqueness of this micro-engine lies not in its thrust, but in the fact that it uses ordinary water as fuel. This water is as non-toxic and non-combustible as possible. Electrolysis occurs with the help of an electric current, where water is split into hydrogen and oxygen, which are then supplied to the combustion chamber to ignite, creating thrust for satellite maneuvering. The use of water is not only environmentally friendly, but also reduces the overall mass of the spacecraft, as it doesn't require the use of complex storage and delivery systems. The Canadian student robotics engineer has built an experimental robot that continues moving on a treadmill even with the motors turned off. It only requires a counterbalance. The guy drew inspiration from the kinesiological features of animals. The resulting two-sided symmetrical robot is equipped with metal rods as bones, 3D printed polymer pulleys for joints, and thin steel cables to mimic tendons. Like a real dog, each of the 4 legs has 3 joints mechanically synchronized with the others. During the very first test, Mikhail got a surprise. As soon as the robot's drives were activated, it continued moving independently, without motor support. The only component needed to maintain movement was the operation of the treadmill. On the treadmill, it reaches a speed of up to 3.7 miles per hour. However, the bot is not a perpetual motion machine, and still uses its motors for movements such as jumping and stepping over obstacles.